Hello and welcome back to Mindful Man Tarot. This is a reading for Leo for the end of February and the start of March for 2024. I'm going to be doing an energy reading and then a current situation and then a future possible timeline. And then we will finish off the reading with an Earth Magic Oracle card. If you like this content, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting down what resonated with you about this. Let's get right into it. Let's see what that energy is for you, Leo. So our energy reading, we're starting off with the Four of Wands. So there is just this continued level of growth, continued level of blessings. And I just saw 111 on the timer, and this is the 1111 card. This is the 1111 card. So this is, your angels are with you in every moment when you're following your dreams, when you're following your passions, your loves, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, whether it is romance or a new level of spiritual fulfillment, it is all here, and it is for you to figure out which one of those things it is. Remembering that what we've been taught and what we've been indoctrinated into isn't exactly going to be the path that's supposed to be laid out for you, but you know the path within you. And the angels and your guides and extraterrestrials and interdimensional beings, they're all just waiting there to tell you the message. They're all just waiting for you to ask. And when you ask, then you shall start receiving what it is with those messages. Then you shall start receiving all of the blessings that are owed to you in this time. And I'm seeing that you are going to be balancing yourself in a way that is injecting a certain amount of light into your aura and a certain amount of light into your pathway from within yourself that is going to be guiding you forward on whatever journey it is that you are taking, whether this is a physical journey or a spiritual journey. But there's so much spiritual energy here, and there's so much confidence and faith that I'm feeling out of this card, that you just know whatever happens, it's meant to happen, and it's for your highest possible good. And yeah, it's just saying, like, whatever you want, now's the time to start asking for it. Whatever you desire, now's the time to start to put that energy into fruition, that energy out into the universe to be collected, to be held on to. Because the universe or God or source is just waiting to answer your call, just waiting for you to know what you want. So it might be a time to go inside to answer the question of what it is you want, so you can tell the universe that, so you can tell source what it is. But let's get into some other cards here. Let's see what your current situation is and the energy behind that current situation. All around, it's a good energy, a good start. Four of Wands is a good, happy energy. So whatever is going on for you, Leo, it's a good time. Okay, there's a lot of powerful cards in your current situation. A lot of powerful cards. We have the Chariot. Clarified by the King of Cups, Leo. So this chariot is about guiding you through the darkness, guiding you through the unknown. And maybe this is the thing that you don't know yet. Maybe this is that thing that you're not sure of yet. The thing that you're still trying to figure out to tell the universe so you can manifest it. But the King of Cups is saying, the answer is in your heart. The answer is in your emotional fulfillment, in your emotional availability. And don't let anything outside of you, any external circumstance, sway your emotional availability and sway your emotional awareness and your emotional intelligence. This is about being very emotionally intelligent. And by being emotionally intelligent, I'm seeing 555 on the timer, by being emotionally intelligent, you are going to start to know this path by not letting your emotions dictate the way you live your life. You are going to start to know which way to go on this path and how to use your intuition on this path and how to listen to your body and your brain and your heart all at once and not just fear. And then I also have the High Priestess and the King of Swords. So, and this is again about using your intuition. That Chariot card is about using your intuition and your intellect to kind of steer your way through unknown roads, unknown waters. This is about using that intuition to really make the best choices. And again, it's using your intuition with your intellect, with your sharpness, with how intelligent you are. That's exactly what this Chariot card is. We are guiding two different horses, and one of them is the horse of intuition. One of them is the horse of intellect. And they're guiding the way. And this is just clarifying that again. We must be able to discern when it is time to use our intellect and when it is time to use our intuition and be completely and emotionally unwavered and emotionally available for others around us. And then we will start to bring in the idea of what we really want. But this is your current situation. Let's see what your future situation is. I have a card popping out already. That was the card at the bottom of the deck that they wanted me to look at. Let's see what else is going on for a possible projection of a future timeline or future dimension. This card wants to come out. Okay. Okay, Leo, let's see what else we got for you. So right off the bat, I'm seeing 3 of Wands. And this is about taking a different spiritual path. You know, this is the precursor to the 4 of Wands. We're taking this different spiritual path to figure out what we want. And when we do that, the path will become clear for us because we are making a decision, saying what we want. Please excuse all the noise. It's just some little warnings for the river at the Ganga where I am in Rishikesh right now. And I also have this King of Pentacles coming out. So I feel like this is the third king. This is the third king. We have the King of Cups, the King of Swords, and now in a future possible timeline, we have the King of Pentacles. So it's like the 3 kings that are guiding the way to the star, from the star to where they're going. This is that last king. So we already have you stepping into a new level of emotional awareness and emotional availability. We have you stepping into a level of intellectual acuity and sharpness and the ability to use your intellect. You know, this is emotional intelligence. This is intellectual intelligence. And now we have this real world. This is like street smarts, this King of Pentacles. This is knowing when to be emotionally available. I don't know why there's so many warnings. It's usually only 2. It's like, I'm not sure what's going on, Leo, but we're going to roll with it. It's just kind of funny to me. I take it as some sort of confirmation. So these 3 kings are here to tell us that we are on the path. It's the 3 kings that are following the star to lead to the chosen space, the chosen place of spirituality with this 3 of Wands. And I also have the 8 of Wands and the Devil. So I think in this next timeline, in this next future time in your life, you're going to be shown what your addictions are and what your toxic personalities and behaviors are. Because this 8 of Wands is moving away from the Devil. So now's the time to really look at what those things are, those addictive substances or places or people or just actions that you do within your free time. Now's the time to look at those and move away from those. The 8 of Wands is quickly moving away from that idea that we need to be following and doing these old patterns that we have created and allowed. Because we've accepted whatever these things are. And now's the time to look at them and say, I don't want to accept that anymore. It's time for me to manifest something different in my life and show the universe that it's time for something different. Because what else do we have? We have the Wheel of Fortune and we have Judgment. We have the Wheel of Fortune and we have Judgment. So the Wheel of Fortune is about divine timing. It's about divine timing, and it's about answering the call. You know, this Judgment is about either things are going to happen for a reason, or we have to make a decision to make these things happen. So we need to decide what it is that we want in our life to allow this Wheel of Fortune in. So many warnings. There's usually 2 of them. This is so funny. So much confirmation. The Judgment is here to show us that we have to make this decision. It's time to decide what we want, and then we can allow the universe to bring this in. We can allow the universe to bring in all of this abundance, all of this magic, all of this love towards us. And just being patient to when it comes. Not trying to force anything. Not trying to force anything. Not trying to force the universe to be quiet around us, but to accept when things are going to be noisy. And really show that emotional strength to not be swayed by our outside circumstances. And really show that we won't be swayed emotionally when it comes to getting what we want in the physical world. And that will be emboldened and shown to the universe to manifest as the Wheel of Fortune. Well, let's get some more cards here. Let's get some more Earth Magic Oracle cards or card And we will finish off your reading. Leo, I hope you're sticking with me through all of this noise. I hope you're not distracted by any of this. It is very hard for me. This is the most warnings I've ever heard. I don't know what they're doing. Changing the water levels on the Ganga. So let's see what your Earth Magic Oracle card is. It'd be funny if it was River. All right. So we have DNA and karma. Now I'm going to read the book for this. We're going to see what the book says. Aspects of your soul entered your primitive physical self before you had begun to take form. While the DNA that you inherited from your biological parents has a physical component, it also has a soul pattern that came together in the creation of you. You are predisposed to follow karmic dictates of the patterning to some extent and evolve in your consciousness and expand the light of awareness. You can make choices that shift and modify this ancestral design. This is one of those times. You can feel the tug of your soul that is both ancient and karmic, yet you also recognize persistent and loving communication from your higher self that contradicts the more familiar solutions before you. The choice is up to you, but know that every time you heed the guidance of your higher self, no matter what the etheric or physical form it takes, human consciousness is elevated. In a sense, it becomes a choice between destiny and fate. It's about making a choice. So you get to choose your destiny, or you get to be held by fate. So this is the judgment card. That's what that DNA card is clarifying. That's what it is reconfirming for us. This is all I have for you, Leo. I love you. And like I said before, please consider subscribing, sharing with a friend. And if there's any interpretation you have of these cards, please comment down below. I would love that. I'm sure the other Leos would love that, as this is just an interpretation of my way of reading the cards. I love you. Namaste.